Phoenix here with one of the most important previews / spoilers video that we have done, and who knows, maybe we will ever do. It's the big one. It's my club playing for a place in another Champions League final. It'll be 2 in 3 years if we can pull it off. But first and foremost, because make no mistake about it, today should be a happy day. Because I've been waiting a long time for this. Like I told you last week, I've already told you, all you have to do is watch the previous video to know what's going to happen today. Because everything I said last week happened. Everything I'll say this week will happen again. But first and foremost, direct message to Barcelona fans. Shame on you. You've made this one personal. You want to come after our players. You want to accuse this club of doping. You, FC Barcelona. You want to know what you were doing in 2010? Oh wait, most of you were too young. You began supporting the club because of Messi. You didn't begin supporting the club because of Barcelona. You began supporting the club because of one player. And you will come after our players. Accusing Inter of doping. Are you crazy? Accusing Inter of getting referee decisions. Putting the pressure already on the referee. Accusing him. He's a Real Madrid fan. When he was the same referee in the Inter-City game. He didn't ref that game well. He was against us. He was the same referee in the Inter-Atletico game from last season. He was against us. So it's hilarious because this is the story of Barcelona. They accuse Real Madrid of doing all these bad things, but they're just as bad. They cheat just as much in Spain. They've cheated in Europe almost just as much. But they pretend they're innocent. I cannot wait for tonight. I cannot wait. Listen, the spoilers already set in stone. It'll be exactly what happened in 2010. Carbon copy tonight. We're better than them. We're a better team than them. It'll be 3-1 Inter. I can guarantee you that. Because at the end of the day, with Balde not recovering, I look at that defense, with Koundé out, they're even weaker than they were last week. This is wrong. What am I seeing already? This is wrong. This is wrong. Thuram will be starting. We are full strength minus Pavard. I am calm, confident ahead of the football match. But off the pitch, and this doesn't go for all of you Barca fans, but the way some of you have acted, I have lost a lot of respect. This should have been a club that values what you've achieved. Let's not forget, prior to Messi joining, you were going nowhere, and then you generated the greatest player to ever kick a ball. You were in trouble. Dino was out. Dino was on the decline. The Pep game, the Messi game, and then but you were in trouble. Most of you won't even remember that. You won't remember that, but you were in big trouble. Big trouble. But now you want to play like you're the Giants. No, we have the experience. We're the Giants. None of these Barcelona players have won a Champions League, apart from Lewandowski, who isn't starting today. None of these players have played a Champions League semi-final, except Frankie de Jong and Lewandowski, like I said, who is on the bench. We've been here. 2 years ago. Experience matters. You don't win anything with just children. Now, yes, Barcelona have been number 1 in the power rankings basically all season long. They have a fantastic manager and they can score at will. But like I told you last week, the 3 goals that they scored, each of those goals required tremendous effort. Is Lamine Yamal going to get the ball and get past 3-4 players and score again? No. DeMarco started. Don't get me wrong. I would have started Augusto, but at the same time, yeah, we are playing at home. We want to get goals. We want to win this game. We know these guys are vulnerable. Let's go for goals. You look at that back line. Yes, it's 4 center backs, right? So the set pieces, they may manage those a little bit better. But Koundé's not there to provide the overlaps. Yamal will be even more isolated, like we've seen in the second half when Eric Garcia came on. Inigo Martinez, Yeah, he may be able to handle Dumfries more, but on the ball, he's not going to give Rafinha the width. So a lot of the time, the wingers are isolated. I don't think it's going to be close. For me, it's going to come to with our Capitan, Lauti starting as well. Thuram, full strength. Expect Inter to win this game comfortably. I don't think it's going to be close. I think two things Barcelona have in their favor. Two things. Number one, the referee. Make no mistake about it. We've seen the way they're operating with UEFA this season. They won Manchester United in the final. They won Barcelona in the final. Because, of course, Lamine Yamal in a Champions League final at 17 years of age, best player in the world, could do something not even Messi could do, which is win a Champions League at 17. Messi technically counts with as the star player, let's put it that way. So they won that, right? They are looking for that, and the way these Barca fans have been crying, it's more pressure. 100%, the ref will be on their side. Number two, 65% chance of precipitation, light rain. The rain will make the ball. Light rain will make the ball travel quicker, which suits Barcelona. But like I said, you cannot underestimate the two fullbacks not being there, because even if they get the ball to Yamal, double, triple marked with no help. Same thing with Rafinha, though we shouldn't worry too much. I thought Olmo would cause us problems in the first game. I do think he'll get Barcelona's only goal today. But for Inter, I'm expecting Çalhanoğlu to score, just like he done 2 years ago when he scored the only goal of the game to send Barcelona packing. I expect Di Marco to score. He'll get the first goal of the game. It's written. And then I expect the third one from Marcus Thuram. 3-1 Inter. Everybody remain calm, and we'll get this. We'll get this win, and we'll go through to the final in Munich. Just trust in Phoenix, trust in Robin Hood. For the other semi-final between PSG and Arsenal, question mark over two main players: Dembele, who looks like he's going to start, and Timber for Arsenal. Listen, for PSG, we know how they're going to approach this game, right? We know how they're going to play. It's mostly what our Arsenal are going to do to overcome the deficit. The truth is, just like I told you last week, I'm not trusting this Arsenal attack. I think it should be Merino instead of Trossard, mind you. That's for starters. I think Trossard plays a lot better when he comes off the bench as opposed to starting. But it's going to have to be a monstrous game from Saka. Monstrous game. And even then, he's not exactly in form. We watched him against Bournemouth. He struggled. He struggled big time. Everybody talking about Odegaard, but Saka struggled. And let me tell you something. If Timber is unable to play, Ben White is another player who looked completely off it against Bournemouth. Kivior's also kind of looking shaky. But I did say, with the return of She Said No Thomas Partey in midfield, I do expect Arsenal to look better than what they did last week. As a result, I don't think PSG will win tomorrow, but neither will Arsenal. It will be 1-1 with PSG going through. I don't see enough firepower from Arsenal. I still think they'll approach this game in a cautious manner. I don't expect Arsenal to take too many risks until towards the end of the game, because they know if they try to go toe-to-toe with PSG, there's only going to be one winner. And again, the questions will be on number 8. The questions will be on the captain. Where will the captain be when it matters the most? I know, nowhere to be seen. I've been the one saying that disrespect on Odegaard has been going overboard. But we have to be honest. In these types of games, he's not going to turn up. Simple. He has never. Why would he now when he's out of form? So with that in mind, I hope Arteta realizes if that's not working, and Nwaneri has to come on sooner rather than later. But again, I don't think much is going to change. PSG will be in control of this football match. They're just a better team than Arsenal. There is a clear discrepancy between the two teams. But like I said, Arsenal will resist. They'll play a bit better. They'll get a draw, 1-1. I do expect, funnily enough, Arsenal to take the lead and level the tie on aggregate. This time it will be via the set piece that I predicted the week before. William Saliba will put Arsenal ahead. But then again, similar to the game at the Emirates, it'll be PSG dominating. And I expect Gvichka Kvaratskhelia to equalize for PSG, making it 1-1. And then from that point onwards, they're in control. It could be 2-1 PSG towards the end if Arsenal push too much. But I'll stick with 1-1 and PSG Inter final, just like I told you last week. Then for Europa League matches, Bodo Glimt will beat Spurs. Will it be by 2 goals or more? Something tells me they're just going to miss out. Similar UEFA 1 Spurs United final. There'll be a couple of dodgy decisions. I expect Bodo Glimt to win that game by 2-1. As for Manchester United versus Bilbao, there's a lot of question marks surrounding Bilbao. Sansei and Nico Williams, we'll see if they'll be able to play. I don't think Sansei will recover, but we'll see. Either way, Bilbao will beat Manchester United because 11v11 United can't do anything, as we had already seen. Will they pull off a comeback? No. Bilbao will win the game by 2 goals to... I'll give United 1 as well. So I think both will be 2-1. It'll be, again, as soon as it starts getting threatening, the ref will be there to help Manchester United. And it'll be an all-English final in the Europa League. In the conference of Chelsea will go through. Watch out for this one. Fiorentina will win in 90 minutes. Betis will go through in 120 minutes. For tonight, as always, I think Barcelona fans have put this beyond the point of making it respectful. If it's a war you want, that's absolutely fine. That is not a problem. I will see you guys tonight because I know one thing that is absolutely for certain. Come the end of the evening, come 11 p.m. Central European time, come 10 p.m. UK time, there are only going to be a certain fan base celebrating. And in my stream, there'll only be one individual smiling. You're looking at him. I cannot wait for this evening.